So I have this Carrier propane furnace that stopped working. The thermostat is blank. There's no display. What can cause that? I did open up the thermostat. I do have 24 volts there, but for some reason it's blank. So there's obvious things that you want to check. Make sure your filter is clean. Make sure your switch is on right there. Make sure your breaker is on. Make sure you have this button pressed in if you're going to do any testing. My fuse is good. The wire's all connected. I got 120 coming into the unit. I got 120 to the transformer above the circuit board. 24 volts going to the board. But for some reason, it doesn't want to kick in. Now, I also checked the float switch. That's the pump right there. I even checked all the safety devices. There's one under there, one on the back, one on the side here. Did a continuity test. Everything is fine. Condensation line is clean. Nothing, no debris. All right, so the next thing I did was I jumped the thermostat wires, which was right there where the green plug is. So I jumped the red to the white, or the W, which is the heat, or the green, which is the fan, and nothing happened. There is no communication between the thermostat and the unit. And that's when it hit me. Communication. You got to see what kind of thermostat you have. This particular unit is a Carrier thermostat. And it's considered a smart thermostat. All right, you have to replace it with the same type of thermostat in order for it to work. So it was a bad thermostat. And I couldn't jump it because it was a communication wire. So if you're gonna replace that with a traditional thermostat, which I did, you have to wire it differently, okay? You have to rewire in here, the thermostat. You have to rewire it on the furnace differently as well. And I did it that way because the thermostat is very expensive, first of all, and it's always giving me problems. So I went to a traditional thermostat. I unplugged. There's the plug right there. There used to be where the green one is. I redid it and put it on the terminals. Now, if I jumped the terminals, then it worked. It didn't come across my mind because all the wires were connected to that green plug. So I avoided that, rewired it here. And remember, if you have an AC system outside, you have to rewire it outside as well. So everything is back to normal. I have a simple thermostat now. Everything is working fine. So if you come across this and you tried everything possible and nothing's working, it's got to be your thermostat. But keep in mind, if you have a smart thermostat, you have to replace it with the same type. If you're going to go to a simpler version so you don't have any problems, go with the simplest controllers, and you have to rewire it differently to make it work. I hope this helps you out. It took me a while to get, but everything is working fine. Thanks for watching.